right, I think we're rolling. Great. Um, Welcome all, welcome one to today's clip. In this video, I'm going to explain how to use um, the software over here to make the graphs look very nice, very cool. It's very important because the information we have right here on our screen, well, we have to be able to make the indifference curves from it and the budget constraint lines. So it's important. It will be on your finals. And this is a video, an introduction on how to draw those graphs. Okay. So it's been a while since I spoke in English. So I might be a little bit rusty. So excuse me for that. I'll do my best to talk slowly to make sure you understand what I'm saying. And of course, you can watch the video and you'll see what I'm doing. And so for this exercise, I'm on, let's say this is the first exercise of chapter 3. So it's about elasticity and stuff. Very interesting, of course. And I'm just going to go like right in. So as you can see, my worksheet over here is in Dutch. So excuse me for that, but it's a bit stupid to change all these little words to English. There is no really use for it right now. It's just to make you understand the concept of making the graph right here. So yeah, okay. So apparently, we're going to make two different curves. Um, the indifference curve, or IC, as we've seen in the lessons. IC1, I could actually write something like that. IC1. IC2 over here, we're going to draw two of them. Of course, we have to compare. And on the other hand, we have the budget constraint line, which we've called BC line 1 in the past. And I'm going to be lazy and I'm just going to leave this in Dutch. Why not? Okay, both goods, X and Y, are present over here and present over there. It's all good, it's all fine. But let's just read the question first. So, if you go to your course, you can see the following question. We apparently have two series. Those will be split up in IC1 and IC2. And there will be a budget constraint twice. So we have a certain income, and the income will go up in scenario 2. But we're not there yet. Let's just start with scenario 1. Right. We know that the price of good X is 30 euros, and the price of the second good Y is 20. The same goes for the second scenario. The prices do not change over here. Now, our budget is our income, of course, and it's pretty low. It's well, not that much to be honest. It's only 230 euros over here. That's very low. So this is very bad for our consumer over here. Let's call him Edward. So Edward is pretty poor. He only earns 230 euros over here. But suddenly, in scenario 2, he perhaps finds a better job and he earns more money for 20. Yeah, beautiful number. But let's continue. So basically, this is how we start. Okay, you have to be able to work with this sheet. So it will be presented to you as the thing you see right here. These things will be over here. Well, you have to know if I keep these things empty, you have to make this out of it as well. This is easy because you already received this thing right here, this page, this worksheet. Okay, you have to be able to start from 0 as well. Now, that aside, let's just focus on the graph right now. Now, if you've done the thing we just did, fill in your numbers, the things you know already, we can go to the next thing. What I usually do is I start with the things over here with my budget constraint lines. Because as you can see, I got some question marks over here. It's very easy. So like here and here, it's very easy to draw a budget constraint line because it's just a straight line, goes from A to B, and you only need 2 points to construct it. It's very easy. The thing is, we will always use a coordinate 0 in our calculations because you'll see why we do this. Let me just explain. If I buy 0, so right here, if I buy 0 of good x, everything will go to good y, of course, right? And the thing is, my money or my income is, um, where is my budget over here? It's gone. That's strange. What happened? Well, no need to worry. I'm just going to write budget over here. Um, and the budget was 230. Did it vanish? Strange. I'm going to line this up like that. Beautiful. I won't make it blue. Doesn't matter. But yeah, okay. So the thing here is everything will go to good Y. So my budget, my income is 230. I will divide it by the price of good Y because I'm in the column of good Y, of course. I will press enter and I will receive 11 and a half. So if I buy 0 units of good X, I'll be able to buy 11 and a half units of good Y, which is pretty, well, straightforward, right? And I will do the very same thing for good X. I will take my 230, I will divide it by the price of 1 unit, enter, and I will get this pretty ugly number. But that doesn't matter, okay? I will get this number. It's very important that you do these calculations with your software over here, with Calc. I hate the word Calc, it sounds terrible. I mean the LibreOffice Calc, yeah, but it's Calc. So if you are like, okay, I'm going to do this with my calculator, of course, then you'll make mistakes because you'll round up to, let's say, 8 perhaps, or 7.6, and well, yeah, you will have like deviations in your final solution. And we don't want that. So just do your calculations with your software over here. Okay? Very important. Okay, now that was easy. Now you can try to do this over here. You can pause the video or whatever you like. You can also just keep on watching. But you'll do the same thing over here. But now you have to make sure you look at your budget over here. So equals, always write equals. You select your income, you divide by, in this case, good Y, because I'm in the column of good Y. Please do not use X over here. Enter 21, beautiful number. Same thing over here. I will use my thing, ta-da, divided by 30, which gives me 14. Okay. Whew. That's like step one, to make sure we got every number we need to work with. And now we start with the fun part, the drawing of our graph. Um, I like this part a lot. You will too. Just follow along. Okay, so the thing is, if you want to start with this, I usually just pick my first set of information, of numbers. The thing is, I always start with this. I select everything. You see, I've just selected, and please do not forget to put your labels, good X and good Y. You also have to drag them along. You have to select them too. So just your first set of information over here, of numbers. Okay, I start with IC1 because it's the first one over here. You can also start with the second one or with the budget constraint line. Doesn't matter, but I like to do things, well, 1, 2, 3, accordingly. So, enough talking. I talk a lot apparently. I'm sorry, but let's just continue, right? I'm going to press insert, and of course I'm going to chart. If you're using the Dutch version of Calc, this will say diagram. Okay, so chart for me. Then you go to XY scatter. It's very important to take the scatter thing. Very important, so please remember. And then you have to go with this one right here. Mine's called points on lines. I will press on it. And instead of straight lines, Well, we know that the IC curves, they are not straight at all. They have this little, like, how do I say that? Well, they're not straight. I think you understand, right? They're not straight at all. They bend. They bend. So smooth is the one for me. And then you see that's the thing we want, right? That's it. That's beautiful. So I'm going to press nothing. Don't press finish. Not yet. It's too fast. I'm going to data series over here, and this is where I can like pick my other information. It's very important that you do not forget to do this. Okay. Now, in this screen, I can do everything I want. I can finish the exercise after I've done everything here, and then we're done already. Okay, but I can also do it step by step, but let's just start. So basically, first things first, um, my thing needs a name. So you see, I got name, x values, and y values. Okay, I need a name for my line. My line, range for name, I will press this thing right here, and I will press IC1 because I want this line to be called IC1, of course. Then I go to x values. Hmm? The range for my x values, well, that's the thing over here. I'll just select my values. The thing is, everything I'm doing right now already has been done by my program, but I just want to let you show how I'm doing it right now. Okay. I can also, with the x values, label it as good x, then it will have a name. But the y values, same thing. The y information is from here, but it's already done by the software. And the name, of course, is the thing over here. But it's already been done. My line is perfect right now. Okay. The thing is, I need my IC2 line, my BC line, the first one and the second one too. Okay. Because I'm going to wait a bit with that. I'm going to chart element first. I'm going to do my things I have to do here before I forget them. The title of my whole thing will be graph 1. And I can also, yeah, that's good. Graph 1, just like that. It needs a name, right? Child needs a name. Subtitle, nah, we don't do that. The x-axis, well, imagine good x could be books. Now you would write books over here. Right now, well, it's just x. I'm just going to call it x. Same goes for y, just y for now. And you will see that once I did this over here, you saw that my axes got names right now, which they need. Like a graph without names at the axis, that's no graph, right? Um, the display grids, I always prefer to have both selected. As you can see, looks good. Makes it also easier to read the points over here. It's better in my opinion. And then the legend, I always go for bottom. It's a choice, but I think it looks better over here. If you're like, no sir, I want it right here on the right, then you just go for the right. It's your um, well, I'm going to give you a bit of freedom over there, but I want to see the legend. If there's no legend, there are no points. It's as easy as that. So press display legend and you're good. Now, I can press finish and then I'm done. You know what? I'm going to do it. Bam. Because my graph is hiding my information. Ta-da. That's my first graph. And as you can see, it's beautiful. So the IC, the or indifference curve looks really good, just like we've seen in the lessons. But I'm not done yet, because the exercise actually consists out of several questions, apparently. And well, question A was open this file and um, fill these things in. We've done that. And then question B is draw the indifference curves and the budget constraint lines. Okay, so Now we have this thing right here. If I press on it, these symbols over here on top, they will change. So I need this thing right here. If you press it a few times, you will get these symbols over here. This is like the window for graphs only. And the thing is, I need more information. I need more input. And the thing is, over here, I mean here, no. Is it here? Here, data ranges, of course. If I press a thing, I will get this window over here. It's quite similar as the one we saw before. And here we see our IC1. I see the button add. Well, obviously I have to press it in order to add another one. Child has no name yet, but the first thing over here is name. So the range for the name is, of course, IC2. Then I will go to X values. I will grab my range. I want these values over here. As you can see, I didn't grab the name over here. I will do that right now over here. So the label is the name. Okay, and then the Y values, I will take these ones and I will do this name over here. And as you can see, my second IC has appeared. And once again, it looks good. Now, add once again, name, BC line 1. Oh, wait, BC line 1. So, oh, it has appeared already. The X values, of course, are the ones over here. The label is the one over there. I'm probably going too fast, but I assume you already got the hang of it. Then the Y values over here, the name over there. Add for one final entity, namely the budget line number 2. X values, kabam. The label, don't forget the label. Y values over there, name over there, and bam! That's it. I'm going to press OK, and I'm done. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can actually see what's happening. And then you can actually, well, derive from the thing I just made that it's good. It looks good. If your, like the green budget line over here, goes like this for you, from here to kabam there, then something's wrong. Because you know that your budget line only can be like this, a straight line starting from somewhere here on the y-axis, whoop, ending somewhere here on the x-axis. You know that. If your IC goes like this or some weird form, you know something's wrong and you need to fix it. I can assure you, finding your mistakes over here, it can be quite difficult. Best thing you can do is actually just avoid mistakes or start again if time is on your side. Okay. Now I have to finish my questions, of course. And the thing is, um, so let's just, before we answer the questions, let's just look at the graph we just made. Let's try to understand what's happening. So of course, the yellow budget line is my first income, or Edward's first income, which was only 230 euros. Um, as we can see, we have two lines, two indifference curve lines, in which he has these perfect combinations for him. Imagine that his income did not go up. The green line would not exist, which means that the red line is out of Edward's reach. He could never reach it because the combinations on the red line are way too expensive for him. So the only thing he could do is, yes, look for an increase in wage by changing jobs, by asking a higher wage, or he could, you know, ask for some money or lend some money or something like that. But for now, um, with the increase in income, he can actually go for the goods present on the red line, which is better, of course. We've learned that if your indifference curves are further away from the origin, well, they actually provide more satisfaction for you. Of course, it has to be possible. That's where the budget lines come in. If we look right now, if this situation here did not exist, then we only had this over here. And of course, we know that the intersection of my blue line over here, my IC, and my BC line over there, the place where they touch, that's the perfect combination I'm looking for. The dot over here represents a combination available over here. And if we look really good, we can actually see that this here is 5 on the X side, and it will be, I think, 4 on the Y axis. And if we look at 5, 4, that's exactly the combination that I'm seeing over here. So this bundle or this combination B, is the best one, or the one I'm going to put it in yellow. That one is the best, or the combination which provides me the most satisfaction. Um, the the dot over here I can't reach because it's way beyond my budget line, and the thing over here is also not desirable. Okay, this will be the better one. Now, things change if my income increases. The increase in income in this case means that I can go for the red IC. Okay, this dot over here will be, once again, the perfect combination, the one in the middle. It's at 10 units of good X, and I think 6 of good Y. I don't think that I know it because I know the solution, but the thing is, it will give me combination E. So the thing I just highlighted as combination E is the one that is perfect for Edward when his income increases like this here. So the question was just find the perfect or the perfect combination, and I just highlighted them. So there you have it. And you also know right now why, because of the graphs over here. So that's it. Um, that's it. I might have gone a bit too fast, perhaps, but you can always slow it down. With the YouTube, there's like an option on the video in which you can slow it down, or you can rewatch it. You can pause it. You can go and eat something, and then you can go to the bathroom or something. So just take your time, practice, of course. Try to make this at home. Um, like all these exercises, they are really alike. Of course, it's always the same thing you have to do. It's like a guide. Just do it once and try to remember it, and you'll be able to get the hang of it. Okay. That's it. I'm just going to stop right here. Thanks for watching. I hope it's been useful to you. So, well, you can like pause on my tests and stuff, and you can safely advance to the 6th year of your college. Okay, but that's like, I mean high school. It's like a long way to go, right? I'm going to just stop rambling. Um, okay, that's it. I will see you in class. Bye bye. Have fun. Ciao. How do I put this off? Oh, there we have it. Okay, bye.